One of the most important things is knowing what's important to you, what really is meaningful and drives you in your life, maybe what you're passionate about as well. When you know these things, they're going to help you make the best choices for you. Because one of the problems is that when you're on a spiritual path, you recognize that in a place of non-judgment, there isn't right or wrong. So how do you decide what to do? What values do you come from? You can say that you come from some obvious values, but even the obvious values sometimes are really based on agreements, assumptions, and not necessarily based on you and the law of self, which says that you and your energy are going to attract your life, and therefore you need to abide by the highest vibrations within yourself to fulfill your life. You need to honor yourself. So one value that may be good for your neighbor may not necessarily be good for you. How do you determine this? How do you stick to it? You determine it by spending some time really being with it and flowing your energy, which we'll talk about in a minute. As you get to know yourself, you get to know what's meaningful and important to you. Now, how do you really stick to that? Because if you're like most of us, you've noticed that sometimes you really feel like you want to get up and do your exercises, or you want to make a healthy choice at lunch, but next thing you know, you haven't. How do you help yourself stick to what you know is really going to be beneficial for you? You flow your energy. Flowing your energy is a very simple 3-step process. In this process, we, number one, welcome whatever is going on. Like we welcome wanting that maybe carby or sugary sandwich for lunch, something like that. Number two, we allow it to be here. Sometimes we might be amazed at some of the things that come up. As you welcome the sandwich you want and not the healthy salad, you might, for example, have feelings of not being allowed. You might feel like a kid and like your parents are telling you, no, eat something healthy. And that has energies attached to it, energies that are triggering you, energies that are blocking you. That's my very loud peanut gallery here I've got this morning. So number two, you let yourself experience the experience. If you feel like you're being chastised by your parents, feel that way. I know it doesn't sound like fun, but it is energy that is stuck out of the flow for you, and this is how you get it in the flow. You let yourself feel however it feels. You let yourself experience the experience. And then number three, you let it flow. As you let it flow, you will find that counterintuitively, by experiencing this uncomfortable, unhappy, painful energy, it doesn't make your life worse. It doesn't get you stuck in those energies. Actually, it allows you to let them flow. Instead, when you don't let them flow because you don't want to feel uncomfortable or you don't want to feel pain, you actually perpetuate it. You keep it around. You kind of put it to the side, but then that side, it starts to come and squeeze you on all sides. That leads to things like deep unhappiness, even depression. So instead, counterintuitively, step two, welcome those things. They really shift and change your experience when you let them be here. And then step three, you let them flow. So just by flowing your energy in those 3 steps, you're going to let yourself get to know what's significant and important to you more so in your life. And you're going to empower yourself to take the actions and make the choices that are going to help you really live your best life. They're going to help you live in the flow, help you be more of who you are, help you feel more empowered, and really change everything you experience all around. I've had students do it in the past. They've manifested relationships, marriages, businesses, all sorts of things. Flowing your energy is very empowering because you reclaim your energy and then you make the choices that you really want to make to improve your life. If you liked this video, please be sure to give me one of these and subscribe to my newsletter below for a free class on flowing your energy.